Hello and welcome. Today is July 2nd, 2025, and today we'll be playing V Rising. I'm your host, Xolo. I'm a Xolo's Quaintly Reaper and Guide to the Underworld, and on today's stream, I'm going to be building a castle, like I usually do. Well, not every time, but as of late, that's kind of been the case with V Rising for me. I've been doing a little bit more castle building, kind of enjoying that more. Now that I've kind of gone over a lot more of the in-depth topics and stuff like that, especially, you know, with different guides and stuff that I've worked on in the past. So it's kind of nice and refreshing to kind of get back to the basics of building and also kind of play around with some of these new decoration items we got in the latest patch. So that's super cool. Well, more specifically, patch 1.1. I am currently eating a pizza and it is very delicious. I thought I should share. Well, not the pizza, but the fact that I'm eating a pizza. Sorry, guys. None for you. Alright, so we got some music. We're gonna be chilling. We're gonna start off really slow and calm, alright? It's gonna be a good stream. Hopefully, everything kind of just works out, falls into place, because last time I wanted to work more on the throne room, and I ended up getting distracted and doing other things around the castle. I'm not really sure what to do with that throne room, to be completely honest with you guys. I feel like I'm kind of like waffling back and forth between different options, but this is what we worked on last time. We worked on this outside area, trying to kind of get a nice little sitting area that looks really cool. I also added a tree out here. I'm gonna have to put some lighting down, figure out exactly what I'm gonna do. But we have our own little private fishing spot here, essentially. Near the pond, and we have another restricted area here, but we basically have a little bit of, I wouldn't say shrubbery per se. We have roses, and we have a tree. I decided to use this newer planter just to see what it's like, essentially, because I haven't really messed with that yet. And I kind of like it. It looks nice in the space. And then, of course, we have our little chair here, put like a little lamp here just to balance out the lighting. And I'm pretty happy with that. The other thing we worked on was this over here. It's like a, not like a sitting area, but I was kind of trying to figure out, you know, if I could do like a weird or interesting like layered look and make this more of like a relaxation zone for like outdoor sitting that's unique from the other compartments or the other parts of the outside. Kind of still experimenting with that. We did put some shrubbery on the walls though, so looking really cool. And I was also experimenting with the tiles down here, so this is going to be a little bit more of a challenge conceptually to figure out what I want to actually do. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm at. That's kind of what I'm working on. Not sure what sections I'm going to work on today. I was kind of thinking about continuing where I left off, because last time I also put down a new part of this building here, which is going to be the servants' quarters. So like the second, whatchamacallit, the second floor of this is basically the servants' quarters. Now, I'm not really sure if I'm okay with this setup or not. This is where I have the stables down here, and I really like how this looks super cute. Haven't named the horses yet though, so that's gonna be a little bit of a extra thing we gotta do. We also have this side area here that needs a little bit of work. I was kind of on the fence as to whether or not I should make like a staircase or something here that goes up on the third floor. Not here on the second floor, but on the third floor. I was thinking about maybe putting a staircase, making a fourth floor, and then maybe flattening out the roof. Because I don't really like the way the roof looks, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like, just looking at it from up here, I feel like the roof kind of ruins the look. I'm not too satisfied with that, because all I see are these like lifeless squares. But I feel like there's an opportunity here where I could just build structural things to make it look nicer. And because that temptation is there, I might just do it. So I don't know. I typically don't build past a 3-story castle. But I might make an exception for this one if it bothers me enough. I'll have to think about it, because like I said, I could build some structures here to make this, like maybe some like squares here, maybe back here a couple times, add a bunch of different things. I don't know, I'm on the fence. Hello, welcome to the chat. Age with Frostfire, epic as ever, bad shooter, fast runner, what did you do? You read your curse, Catchy Kochu, and Majin Droid Orinsu. Welcome to the chat, how you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. I was kind of blabbing for a little bit, but you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little spiel. We also have a nice little dining area here. This is gonna be like a dining room when it's done. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be kind of figured out, tinkered with, adjusted. I was kind of debating if I should put like a roof over this area here and make it like a small like pavilion kind of thing, but I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on that one. I might leave that alone. I think it'll make more sense like as I'm like decorating stuff, but the problem is that if I'm gonna add like a roof over this, I have to remove the fencing, and I don't want to, so I think I'm just not gonna do that. That's the one thing I wish you could do, is I wish you could take tiles and just float them in the air without any kind of logic. I don't know. The restrictions make sense structurally, but I don't particularly love that, especially since we have invisible foundation, so it's kind of like meh. And it's not like you're gonna be trapped up there. You can definitely jump down, right? So this right here, this area here is like right above the castle throne. I was thinking maybe I could put like a little window here that's like see-through or something, but I don't know. I kind of don't want to mess up the color scheme behind the throne. But yeah, this is kind of probably going to be some kind of like secret room or something, or like a private room for something specific. Haven't decided what yet though. Also, let me know if the music is too loud, guys. I'm just kind of experimenting with the volume a little bit. I feel like it was a little bit, like a tiny bit loud on Monday, but I also thought it was too quiet on Wednesday, so there we go. Also depends on the genre that I'm listening to, I feel like. But yeah, I was thinking I could put the staircase like up here and then have like a staircase going like this, or like, I don't know, like I was thinking I could put like a staircase that goes up from here to here like this, and then have like a one tile space. But if I do that, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to remove this fence, otherwise it's not gonna let me place that. We are going with ebonite, so yeah, the noble garden fence is blocking, so I can't even execute that with that there. And of course the reason why I'm not going to place it at the edge here is because then I have like a single tile that's like by itself that's just hanging over the edge, and I don't really like that. So I think I'd much rather just close out a piece of the balcony. Oh, castle height limit reached. Oh, that's right, because I forgot that I didn't change the settings on that. Alright, you know what? Let's go back to the save screen. I'm gonna have to change my settings. I forgot about that. Let's see, castle height limit. Let's go with 6. And let me refresh real quick. Alright, let's get back in there. Yeah, stairs construction is kind of crazy. It's like another beast entirely. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about like the kinds of castles I want to build. You guys might have noticed on that list I have an off-stream castle. I laid the foundation for it, but I haven't started building it yet. But I think I'm gonna start putting out more castle builds on the YouTube channel. I want to kind of get back into that. All right. Oh right. I'm just gonna do that now before I forget that I didn't do it. We're gonna remove these. Cannot break path to ground? What are you talking about? Oh my god, it's really gonna force me to do that? What a bitch. Wow. So I can't even place it here. What kind of nonsense is that? Alright, I have a better idea. Whatever. You know what, we're gonna do something a little more creative as a result of that. Which I'm totally fine with. There we go. Now we have a nice little thing over here. Let's check from the sky, see what it looks like. Hi there, I'm playing as well, but I'm stuck. Either I just want to chill PvE or PvP help. I don't know. I mean, what kind of help do you need? I mean, do you have questions about PvP or PvE? I mean, I've played both, but I'm mostly a PvE player. What I will say is that I find PvE way more calm than PvP. So take that as you will. Kind of thinking about this right here. I'm not sure if I want to leave this open or not. Because just having like a gap here seems a bit weird, but it can also be kind of interesting. I don't know. We'll leave it alone for now. That's right, we were messing with wallpapers last time too, I almost forgot. Oh, that's correct, I forgot about that. What did we do again? It was... I need to look at the wallpapers. Oh, I see, so I kind of didn't do everything the same. Man, that's a pain. Alright, let's get the foundation looking good. Let's see, you come to the right place. Solo's server. Yeah, right. Xolo server. I don't have a server anymore. I used to. Let's see, populated servers is so hard to find a spot on. Yeah, it definitely is. I usually play by myself most of the time, for various reasons, but I used to host like a PvE server. It was pretty nice. Also, thank you for the headpat earlier, Smash Pan. I saw that, and thank you for the hydrate and stretch as well. One vamp army. PvE it is, yeah. PvE is like way less pressure because when you're doing PvP, there's like, it almost feels like you're racing against everyone else to like get to that late game, and then once you're there, you have to like maintain your position, and it's extremely like competitive. It feels like sometimes. But if you just want something chill, yeah, probably PvE is the way to go, I would say. There are some servers out there that are more focused on things like RP. So if you want to, you know, do something more like that, that could be an option. I gotta look at this. I think I'm gonna remove this actually. I don't like this. Actually, you know what? Let's check it from the sky. Hello, Spidey. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Alright, so we're gonna do a little bit of creative crafting here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, really good. We have odd numbers here, so we can take advantage of that. Probably wondering what I'm doing. I'm also wondering what I'm doing. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. Man, that looks so much nicer. I don't know if I like it like in the center or if I want it on the edge. You know what? Let's try on the edge. So this is gonna be something that I'm gonna have to experiment with a little bit here, trying to figure out what I like most. Let's see if we can close this up. You know what? I think I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna have to check out the other side too. We're gonna have to do a mental comparison of the two. I'm trying to create a space on the roof that's more visually interesting without having to do anything too elaborate either. So I'm just kind of closing it off for now. I guess I could just put like one building in the very center, huh? I'm on the fence as to what to do here. I could put one big building in the center, or I can put separate buildings on each side, but if I close that pathway, the roof looks smaller. So I'm at a crossroads now. So what does it look like from this side? I mean, the spacing is good from this. It's not too crowded. I might leave this just like this. It might even make more sense for me to push this forward by one. Let's try that. I'm gonna close these off just for now. Whoops. I'll delete that later. Let's see. Saw the mini dancing animation clip on X. Do you think they are up to something with that? I didn't see that. What are you talking about? Mini dance? Hold on, I haven't been home, so I probably missed it. Let me check. Let me look for it. Mini dancing animation. For V Rising? Oh wow, that is so funny. They might be, who knows? They definitely might be. Huh. That's my first time seeing that. Wow, that was posted on the 30th and I missed it. I don't know why, but I haven't been getting like notifications or something. That's so weird. I don't know. Not sure what that's about. But thanks for letting me know about that. I didn't see that. They might be. There might be something that they're working on for a future patch. Who knows? I feel like the game has a lot of the quality of life things that people want already, and it'd be nice to see them kind of put together something a little bit more fun, I guess? Like, just like casual fun? I don't know. Because the rework on the battle system seems to be pretty decent for the most part. Some of it's kind of OP, but probably could fix it with a few numbers or something. Okay, so looking at this from here, like if you're approaching the castle, I don't know, maybe I should just put like one big thing here and then leave the sides empty. I don't know, man. Not really sure what to do with this. Because like the more I look at it, I mean, I like it, but I'm not really sure like if I love it, you know what I mean? I also want to create like an area for like outdoor stuff, so it's not like I want there to be buildings, sure, but I don't want it to be so closed off per se. Maybe this can be like a wide gazebo or something. All right, let's check from the sky one more time. All right, let's see what it looks like from here. Man, now I'm starting to think I should have reversed it. Maybe I should have that wider piece in the front and have the other two pieces in the back. Damn. Yeah, you know what? I think that is what I'm gonna do. As much as I like having like a wide open area here in the front, it's not really doing anything per se. Oops. We're gonna have to do a little bit of deconstruction. Don't worry, we'll fix it. Eventually. Hopefully. Copefully, maybe. This can stay. That cannot. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have... Oh shit. No! There we go. And then we're gonna have these sides here. Alright, and then I'll worry about that other building in a second. I definitely will put some trees or something, maybe some cypress trees up here. Oh yeah, that's way better. I think this is way better, honestly. Actually, I might just make these two solid walls and then have just one window in the middle. Let's do that. Check it one more time. Sometimes you just need to back up, look around, and come back to it, because it's like, yeah, I like the way the roof looks here, because it's like it's just one square at the top. It doesn't look too crazy. And when you start approaching it, it definitely looks like a castle. Very nice. And then we can have some trees or shrubbery back here, some interesting stuff over here. This area here, I'm going to probably break up into some kind of other thing. I could put, well, I like the idea that I had up front, so maybe I'll do like too many like side gazebo kind of things on the side. We'll figure it out. These two can go actually. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. I could cut them off to the back pieces, but I think having a longer train or longer side makes more sense.
I cannot build here.
Alright, let's do this. Let's see what that side looks like in particular. Whenever I see the castle roof being flat at the top, I always feel it's missing roof cap or something. Yeah, it just doesn't, like, I don't know. This particular castle, I think, specifically, because it's so long, it doesn't look very good with just, you know, no roof top, essentially. I think it just looks weird. This is okay. This is fine. I think not having a roof on these sides was a good move. I don't think closing this out will do any favors. Especially because well, I don't know, because then the tops here are kind of meh. And another thing too is if I close this out, then it creates a situation where Oh, you know what? You know what we should have maybe? Now I just thought about it. What if we had invisible door frames? Like, you know how we have invisible foundation? What if we had like invisible door frames where it just closes out the room? Like, that would be nice. That way you don't have to see like a door frame. But the room is still closed. Like, that would be cool. I just thought of that. I'm kind of debating if... I don't know, part of me is thinking I should have like a... Well, I kind of want to leave this alone. I don't really have a plan for this. I could also, if I wanted to, put like a staircase here leading up to this and then do something on top of these. But... not really sure if I'm loving that idea, honestly. I could just close these out, huh? But I kind of like that gap being there. I don't know. I have to look at it one more time. I'm getting a little bit unsure of my decision now. Oh yeah, because then you have a space between these two. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I have an idea. Alright, and then... I want to add something to, like, connect these two parts, so maybe, maybe we can close this off. Tie them together a little bit. More visually interesting. Yeah, that's a lot better. And then it creates a pathway between these two buildings without connecting every single thing. And then I could put like a Miss Brazier here and here, and then I only need 2 braziers essentially. Not that I need it in this, you know, mode, but well, the way that I configured the game, but you know what I mean. I feel like the music is too chill, guys. I need to play something a little bit spicier, because right now my brain is like going into like time to sleep mode, and I'm like, that's not what I want right now. Actually, let's there we go. We get something a little bit more lively going. How about that? There we go. Yeah, so I like this layout. I'm thinking about, like, these areas in particular, like this gazebo-like area, because I don't necessarily want to create, super enclosed-looking areas. So I think I'm gonna take these and continue the theme I put on the sides of the building up here. And then this will have a walk-through area. We'll leave that open as the only entrance, and we'll close this off too. That way, like, it's like compartmentalized. So if we need to get out, we go this way, and I can put like something here. I feel like this needs like a fountain or something up here though. I think I'm gonna put a fountain here so I don't forget for later. It'll be like a marker for me. Rating here where I am so the cozy vibe fits. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's been hot and sunny here. Like, it hasn't rained here in like at least, I want to say, a couple months. Do I put it here or there? Yeah, it's centered. I think I'll put a blood fountain inside or something. I'd have to figure out where I'd put it though. I have some ideas. You know what? Hello, Mage Flame. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? 4th of July coming. Any plans? Not really. It's an annoyance for me. Especially, you know, because the fireworks are go way further into the night than they should. And if you're like me and value sleep, well, you're not getting any. Also, I'm not allowed to blow fireworks in the parking lot, so there you go. So maybe I'm just a grouch, who knows? Yeah, I think structurally this looks nice. This is gonna be a beautiful rooftop garden area. You're gonna enter in through here. You see this, but if you fly over top, it's like a totally different vibe. This is gonna be nice. I'm excited to do the rooftop later. But I think I'm just gonna place down the structural stuff for now. But yeah, I really like the way this looks. So like if we're approaching the castle, let's say we have a visitor, right? We're approaching the castle. Look how that looks, man. Beautiful. It looks so good. So good. I love it. All right, we're gonna have that. We're keeping it. All right, that's the plan. We're keeping it. Yeah, the silhouette definitely looks good. I think it's kind of important. That's something that I don't really mess around with too much in most of my castles. Like I tend to not really care about the silhouette as much. I think the only real one that I cared a little bit was the Gloomrot like university castle that I made. That one I feel like I cared a little bit more just because I had less control with that one. Because the challenge with that particular castle is that I basically took the remains of whatever castle was like shaped there, and I forced myself to use those walls. So like whatever wall I tore down during the clearing process, I placed a wall in that same spot. So that was the challenge with that particular castle, and I think that one came out so unique because of that, because I decided to kind of like challenge myself that way. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should have a little bit of a roof going straight through here. Originally I wasn't thinking that, but now that I'm looking at it more, I'm kind of wondering if I should have like a kind of like a more, I don't know. I kind of just don't want to like structurally do too much to the front, but I also think that this castle needs some kind of like entrance awning thing. I don't know. I'll figure this out. Don't worry. I feel like the creativity is right at my fingertips. We'll figure it out. Oh, that's right. That's why I didn't want to do that, because I didn't want to put down the freaking thingies. Man, I'm thinking, you know what I could do? I could remove this window and then just put a flat roof here, and then just put like a bunch of statues or something on the flat roof. That might be cool. Or like gargoyles or something. Yeah, you know what? Let's try that. This is gonna be a little bit different. Yeah, I feel like the entrance is already grand, but the pathway through the entrance is like not as grand as I would like, per se. So originally I wasn't going to do connections or whatever, but I think that maybe it's not a bad idea. So, you know what? Let's try it. So this will just be flat roof here. See, does this ruin the look? That's the real question. I feel like it doesn't really add or like remove from the look per se, because it's only like the one spot. But I think if I add something on top of here that's a, oh, you know what I could do instead of this? I could put archways like the trellises. Or I could do like that floating rose pathway too. That's a lot of work though. I'd have to think about it because if I hate it later and want to remove it, that's going to be a pain in the ass to move. So that's a little bit of a challenge, but I don't know. I kind of like this this path. It's kind of growing on me, so maybe I should just leave that alone, and then I'll just put like something over here and here. Or what I could do, actually no, because I want that carpet to go the whole way. That's the reason why I'm on the fence with this. They really need to add an option to remove the fog effect. Yeah, I agree. You can't see shit. I hated that. When 1.0, and this is something I've been asking about too. Like when 1.0 dropped and they added like, you know, a more refined, like when they changed the lighting around your character and they changed like the fog effects to be a little bit denser. Like, yeah, it's spookier, but I wish you could like disable it so I could just see my castle a lot clearer, because I feel like a lot of my my screenshots of like the outsides of my castle looked way nicer before 1.0, so it's kind of unfortunate, and it's hard to get the right picture too. Sometimes you got to change the time of day just to get like, or the time of night even, just to get the perfect angle, and it's hard. Okay, so this pathway is fine. This pathway looks fine. I think this is going to be open. I'm not going to put anything here. But I think this is fine. On the top though, I might have to figure out what I'm going to do for that. I haven't decided what kind of flooring I want up here or anything like that, so... And this is going to be kind of close, so maybe what I should do is I should put a... I'm going to put a window here anyway, just like I had previously. Oh wait, I think the window was up here. Oh yeah, the window was up here. It wasn't over here. Oh, but then I can do like a nice little sitting area or something here. Ooh. Because then when I'm climbing up the stairs, I can look down. Oh look, there's a city. Oh no, you can't because this is here. Oh, that actually isn't as valuable as I thought it would be. Okay, I'm gonna have to check from the outside, see what I think from this, to determine whether I want the window up front or back. Yeah, it kind of changes the way it looks, huh? Okay, let's remove this. Oh, but it has to be closed like that. Damn. Damn. Okay, I have to think about this a little bit. Let's try a different foundation for now. Because the thing is, this window was back here, I think, or here maybe? I don't know. I don't really want this to be like a walkable area, so I think I am going to keep this here, but I'd have to like kind of decide whether or not I like that or not, because this area being closed is okay. The problem is that I'm not going to be able to put like anything special here anyway, but I mean, it's not really going to be a walkable area, so it's whatever. Thank you for the hydrate. What did you do in the stretch? Bad shooter, fast runner. Hello, Isekai dude. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Oh yeah, I just read that. Okay. I think I might remove this window. I might just put like a solid wall here just to... Because I feel like having a window here is like weird. It's almost like an X. You know, it's like it's going down here like this and it's creating like a weird look. And I'm not sure if I like that actually. Because this is just gonna be for like... This is basically just a facade essentially. I'm not trying to do anything too crazy. I think this is a little bit better. I don't really like the little single window there. Not when it has like a, almost like a bridge. I mean, I guess I could remove this, huh? And then just put like... Oh, you know what I could do? There is one thing I could do, now I think about it. The reason why I didn't want to... Well, the reason why I didn't have a roof is because I didn't put a thing here. But I could remove the roof instead of putting like little statues up here and then just like call it a day. Let's see what it looks like. Gotta try different things sometimes. It's not terrible, actually. It's okay. Let me see. Because I'm thinking, what can I realistically put here to make this look good? And the only thing I can think of is maybe trees. Maybe statues or something, but statues you gotta be careful because they tend to have like a direction to them. And if I put like gargoyle statues here, I'm not gonna put gargoyles on the pillars. And I kind of want to put gargoyles on these pillars up here. So I have to think about that a little bit. And decisions. This is tricky because you don't want to like overdo certain areas, but you also don't want it to be like too plain. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but I hope I'm making sense, guys. I mean, half the time I'm not even making sense for myself, so I'm not counting on that, but yeah. This is gonna be another area for the servants. I forgot what I did here. Okay, I had a window up here and a window up here. I put a window here and I put a window here instead. We'll do opposites on the second floor, on the third floor. Make it more visually interesting because I don't want to put more than 2 windows in the room because then I'm forced to like work around the windows too much. And when you have like a small room like that, having more than like 1 or 2 windows is like, I feel too much. Unless you have like a specific plan for like a section or like a 2 square plan, 2 tile plan or something. I hope that made sense. But yeah, this little bridge area, I think this is fine, but I might want to like, I don't know, part of me kind of wants to close this out. Because if I close this out, I can put the cages down on the side. And it also looks a little bit more finished, I think. So let's do that. And that way it's like kind of shielded from the sun too, so it just makes sense. Not that the servants really matter to me, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's take a look from here. Actually, I don't like that. I think, yeah, I should have just kept a... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna bring it back. We're gonna keep a bridge here. Because the thing is, if you have too many elevated roofs next to each other, it just looks like a blob from the sky. And I kind of don't like that, so... Let's, I could leave these pillars, though. These pillars could stay. That way we have, like, something to, like, light up the bridge without having to put anything that stands. Yeah, I like that idea. This is gonna be cool. Nice. And I think this setup is perfect, too. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm happy with this structurally. So I think I'm gonna work on the inside a little bit. Let's do the bedrooms. I tend to jump everywhere, like around the castle when I'm working on stuff, because if I stand in one place for too long, I get lost in the sauce, and then I have like analysis paralysis and can't get anything done. So I'm gonna be jumping around a little bit here. Let's start with this bedroom. So this bedroom, like in the back, kind of reminds me a little bit of my the first throne I made in the throne tutorial video series. The one that with like the red and gold, like it kind of reminds me of that, just like structurally. Now this is an oddly shaped room, so I feel like having 2 windows on one part is not that bad for like a 2 tile setup. But if this room was like a 2x2, then I probably wouldn't put more than 2 windows in here. But yeah, I like this, like leaving this here, having like a gap, and then of course having like my door here. I could, I don't want to put my door anywhere else really, because I kind of want a space where my coffin can just sit and like be, you know? So we're gonna put down coffins first. Nocturnal Opulence coffin. We got the Ancient Symphony. I think I'm gonna go with the Ancient Symphony carpet. Not carpet. Oh my god, I keep saying carpet, huh? Coffin. My bad. We'll go with the Ancient Symphony coffin. Looks really nice, so we'll go with that. I kind of don't want it to eat up the entirety of the room though, so maybe I could put that here, and then I could put like a nice, oh, you know what I could do? I could put like a small fireplace here, but having it near the window is a little bit of a weird design, I think. So I might put it here and then put like a small couch like right here with like a rug or something that like connects the two visually. We have 3 options. This one doesn't work color wise. This one I think is not really what I'm looking for thematically, so we're gonna go with this one. I wish we had more fireplace options. We've only had 3 fireplace options since like what, early access, so it kind of sucks, not gonna lie. We're gonna put down maybe like a small coffee table or something. We'll put, I guess I could put that like right here. I don't know, is this a good idea? Put it here and then put like a couch here. It's kind of a weird setup. I'll experiment with it a little bit. Gotta try it. I think I'm gonna go with the Omen sofa. And for the color in here, I have to choose a main color. I think I am gonna choose red and black as my main colors in this room, because, well, they're my favorite colors, so don't judge me, okay? We'll put like our coffee table a little bit further back. I mean, I feel like the chair is a little bit further back than I would like from the fireplace, but you also don't want it to be blocking the path, so it kind of works. I don't know. The problem is that if I put the fireplace here, it's right next to the window, so I would have to like remove the window, I feel like, in order for that zone to make sense. And I also don't necessarily want the coffin, like the feet of the coffin, facing this way, because I feel like that's like the expected position. I don't know, man. Like, it feels less like a bedroom, I feel like. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being silly. Let me put this here and let's rearrange this. I'll try it. If it just looks better visually, that's what I'll stick with then. I've decided. I'm gonna give it a shot. Damn. So, okay, let's pretend we walk in here. Okay, we walk into the bedroom, we turn, there's the coffin right here, and a little sitting area. I feel like this is like the expected way to put it though. I feel like it's not as like... You know what? I think I'm on the fence on this. I could, well... Damn, here comes the analysis paralysis. I don't know, I kind of liked it over here more, because I feel like you have to walk past the fireplace, which is nice and warm and toasty. And I don't really like there being a window next to this, and I want this side and the other side to be exactly identical, so I don't want to get rid of the window. The priority when going to the bedroom is definitely going to bed, isn't it? It's tough because if I do this, then I have to put like a little table or something over here with like a painting maybe to make the room more interesting. Do you go to your coffin or read a book by the fireplace? I usually go to my coffin, I'm gonna be honest. You know what I could do? Maybe to like kind of make this a little bit better, I can move this forward, like directly in front of this window. But it looks weird, so I don't know. I mean, I guess if I did something like that and maybe, like, I guess I could like squeeze a clock back here, right? I don't know if I like that. Like if I squeeze like some furniture back here, that could be a little weird. Damn, this is a tough choice, man. I don't know, I just think that this layout was more creative, like visually creative, but I know it's like really similar, you know what I mean? I could also reorient the coffin to go this way so that it's not as in the way, I guess. Yeah, you know what? Let's try this. I might do it differently on in each room. Maybe I'll change. Maybe I'll just, instead of compromising, I'll do like the different decisions on. Like each room is gonna be different. I have 2 bedrooms on the bottom floor, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. So this one, I'll do this, but the other one, I'll like do it this way. How about that? Functionality versus aesthetics again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with aesthetics in this case. I think I like the fireplace being right here. Like just being able to like turn the corner and see that beam of light coming from the fireplace. It just adds that warmth. And to me, I like really love that. But if it's on this side, you don't see the light until you get like over here, essentially. So it's kind of like a tricky situation, essentially. Hello, Karigane564. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hello, Xtaline. I hope I said your name right. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the chat. Trying to find the middle ground is always tricky part in building. Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Yeah. Hope you're doing good. Yeah. So I think, you know what? I don't have to compromise. I have 2 bedrooms. I'll just do the different thing on each side. And if I hate it, I'll just make them both the same. So this one, so instead of having the fireplace here, and this one I would have the fireplace on that side. So let's put the fireplace first so I don't mess up my orientation. Let's put it here. And then I think, well, I guess it's fine if I put a window here. It's not like I'm letting in a draft, right? I don't know. Hello, Akron, the Devourer, Eater of Worlds, Destroyer of the Universe. Welcome to the chat. It's Adeline? Okay, Adeline. Thank you, how are you? I'm alright. I'm doing alright. I'm over here just castle building, living my best life. Kind of, well, trying to live my best life. Kind of struggling with major structural and furniture decisions, but hanging in there. I'm doing all right. I might choose a different color for this room because the rooms don't have to be exactly the same. Like, I feel like the bedrooms can be as personal as I want. So I'm even considering changing the wallpaper in the bedroom to be a little bit more. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's what I need to do, because that way the whole castle isn't just one color, right? So, something I like to do, so this is something I, is it this one? Yeah, I think it's either this one or this one. Let's go with this. Something I did in my hair salon build is I put a, actually, let's not use that one. I did something like this where I had like a kind of like a white wall with like wooden trim in the center, and I really liked the way that it looked, like how it stood out against like the back. I think I used the wrong wallpaper here though. I think I did use this one. Pretty sure it was this one, not the other one. Yeah, it was that one. I could also use something like this. Like I could put, you know, something like this, but this is a little bit brighter, so maybe not. Think about it. Bedroom needs a gramophone playing. Barry White? Maybe. Hello, Eloquent. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Come on. There we go. Got the little corner. This fireplace can change now because I've changed the dynamic of the room. Yeah, we're gonna use a different fireplace. The dark fireplace doesn't work anymore. We're gonna use a wooden one. Make a little bit more of a homey feel We'll use a different furniture too. Maybe something more like a, what kind of backing is this again? This is wood. I don't know, the couch isn't as nice though. Do I want to use a nicer couch? Let me see. Kind of decide what kind of colors I want to use. Anyway. Put this here. Trying to decide what color. This teal color is kind of interesting. It's like a turquoise almost. So I gotta be careful with this couch because this couch and its colors are not like the others. I'm telling you, it's like if you combine it, sorry, if you compare it to this, like I'll demonstrate real quick for those of you who aren't like sure about this. So look at these two couches, right? They're both red, but these are two different, completely different kinds of red. This drives me absolutely nuts. I hate it. I hate it. Thank you for the hydrate, Akron, and the stretch. If enemies raiding your castle is not possible, then maybe us raiding enemy castles instead, right? Just got home, sipping my whiskey and relaxing. Nice. I mean, what would be a good casting couch color? That's a good question, actually. I'm not really sure. I hydrated. Let me stretch real quick. There you go. Yeah, you love it? Akron, you love that these two reds are two different kinds of red? Madness. I could also use the new couch. I've been hesitating to use the new couch because it's so fancy and it just, I mean, it has its own like vibe, you know? This one I really like a lot though, like this this kind of color with the, well, actually I could choose a different color. Maybe like a, I guess this room could have like a purple or something, but I kind of don't know. You know, I think I'll go with a blue room because the other room was black and red, so maybe this will be like white and blue. How about that? You love that I hate it? Oh my god. Damn that, hold on. Pale, calming colors work best for bedrooms, I've found. I used to have mine painted almost Space Wolf gray. Love the effect it gave the room. Yeah, I like when it's like gray too, it's nice. Damn, the Chase Lounge looks cool. Yeah, this definitely looks really, I love this chair, but it's just like, is it too fancy for what I'm doing is the question. The stain resistant one? Oh yeah, the black one is probably more stain resistant because you can't even see if there's a stain. At least I don't think so. Oh, you know what I could do? I could put a couch here, right? I can't tell what's the front of the couch. Is this the front of the couch? Oh, the pillows in the back are the front. Okay, there we go. So I could put a couch right here, and then I could put like another one. So this room could, you know what? We'll make this room fundamentally different. That way it's not like too stale, I guess. We could put like another, I don't know. I feel like that's too much. Then again, if someone's like sitting here and reading in front of the fireplace, I wish you could turn the fireplace on and off. That would be cool. Like I wish you could just interact with the fireplace and it just turns off. That's the one thing I don't like about the fireplace. That, and you can't change the color of the flames in the fireplace. Rocking chair in front of the fire? Look. I'm old, but I ain't that old. No, I'm kidding. Maybe... Let's put down the coffin, actually. So I gotta decide on... Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's put down the coffin first. So this is the coffin that goes with this furniture set. It would probably go like right here. I like the Gloomrot one a lot. This is probably one of my favorite ones, but it doesn't fit the color scheme. This one's pretty cool too. And then you have the stone one, which I think is more of an outdoor one in my opinion. Maybe it's just me. I feel like unless your coffin is in like a crypt or like in a garden or outdoors or something, like having that is kind of weird. You know, I think I will go with this coffin, and we're gonna go with a purple. As far as the wallpaper goes, I need to change this. I feel like something about this is just not enough. So we're gonna get creative. I think I'm gonna take, and I know I changed the wallpaper like 3 times already, but I feel like whenever I like mess with the wallpaper a bunch, I tend to have like better outcomes. That's bold. That's really bold. If I take this, it's gonna be like... Damn. That's really visually bold. Look at that. Damn. If I do this, also visually bold. Let's do that, and then maybe use something like this for the inside. Hold on, not that one. There's a... maybe... Oh, you know what I should do? I should take the Halloween one and use that inside. I think that... Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a lot better. Because I like having a darker pillar against a white wall, because I feel like if you just have a purely white wall, it just kind of doesn't really do anything. Now the question is, do I put this wallpaper on the door, or do I leave it alone? Because I haven't decided on what kind of door I'm using either. We're gonna have to choose a door. I have to do that sooner than later, because otherwise I don't even know what I'm building around. Let's see, time, rest, eternal immortality is what the coffin says. Latin for the win. Yep. Yep. Let's see, we have... I forgot what I was doing, god damn it. I don't know how I feel about this, like, wallpaper, this particular wallpaper around this door. I feel like I need to change the door. So let's maybe put something like this. Because I also have to think about what it looks like from the outside. This door actually looks pretty good against these side panels here. Like, it's not the same color as like this, but it actually looks pretty nice, I think. So I think I'm just gonna leave that alone. And I'm gonna... Oh, I don't know why I made the walls purple. I should have made them blue, my bad. There we go. I done goofed. I forgot I was going with a blue thematic, not... Because for some reason this looked more purple against the fireplace, but yeah, it's blue. Yeah, it's blue. Alright, here we go. That's a lot better. Yeah, I think I love the way the door looks with this thing here, and then with the wood on the side. I think it's like, mwah, like it's just enough. The real question is this the right kind of pillar, or should I go with something that is a little bit more... like I was thinking I could go with something like this. No, I think I was right to go with the other thing. I think the Halloween pillars. Yeah, it's a lot better. It's a lot more solid. It's a darker, richer, and it matches this a little bit more. Darker, richer, cooler. Yeah, this fireplace can be here, chilling. I can also, technically, because this coffin is like visually smaller, I could just move it this way. And just have like the, you know, the bed here, have my little thing here, maybe put like a study table, like a desk. Yeah, let's get a desk in here. How about that? Someone watching 5 likes, rookie numbers? Yeah, right. That's okay. You know what? To be fair, I forget to match my or whatchamacallit, not match, but I forget to like my own stuff all the time. Like, I almost never like my own stuff. And I always thought about that. I'm like, is it weird for me to like my own videos and like content? Like, I don't know. I hope. I mean, you would hope that I'd like what I'm creating, but I don't know, man. We'll go with this chair with a high back. I don't know. I feel like a high back chair is better for like a big desk though. Maybe something like this. Yeah, that could work a little bit better. And then we'll get like a small desk out here. I like these new ones that we have. So we have a little bit more variety here with these kinds of desks. This one's kind of cool. Actually, you know what? Let's compare the three, the new ones, because I like the styles. Let's see which one we like the most here in this room with this chair. Or I could choose to put like a wooden chair instead of this. This might be a little too fancy. Like, yeah, it matches the rest of the furniture, but I feel like it kind of sticks out a little bit. So, you know what we need? We need like a nice, like, just wooden coffin. Like a base game wooden coffin that is not like for outdoors. You know what I mean? Like, not the kind that like goes outside in the dirt that, you know, you bury. Not that kind of coffin. We need like an above ground looking coffin that's like maybe similar to the one that's stone, but like if they just made it with a wood texture instead, I think it'd be like perfect, you know? Something different. It's a bit weird, yeah. Yeah, it is that chair is a bit weird, huh? I think the chair is a little bit weird. You know what? Let's try this one. We have different kinds of chairs. This one has a little bit of wood. You know what? This one's better. This one's a lot better actually. Has a much better like color match. All right, so let's figure out what desk I'm using. I can go with this one, or this one. I could go with, well, technically this chair matches more with this desk in particular, but I also have to look at the layout of the items on the desk because like if I have a preference there, you know, could be something. The far right one. Thank you for the lurk, Katie. Also, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the chat. Nobody else likes you. You should at least like yourself. Yeah, right. Rich, quarter bun leather. Ricardo Montan. Oh my god. I don't like this one as much, the one on the left. Yeah, you know what? I think I do like the one on the far right more with this chair. Like, they're both like elegance, so they fit together, which is like intentional. And if I sit down, this is the sitting test, making sure it's reasonably believable. And then we're gonna put down maybe some candle lights, candle stands or something. So this one has more of like a dark frame to it. I kind of want to go with something a little bit simpler with like, yeah, here we go, something like this. Let's try that. And then maybe I'll put like a vase or something like next to it. I have to think about it though, because I also haven't chosen like a floor tile. I should do the floor first actually, because if I don't decide on a floor, then what the hell am I doing? So this is a really... Oh, you know what I could do? I could do like a carpet. Like I could do, because remember we had... Oh, sorry. It needs to be blue, not purple. What am I doing? So I remember when we first got this carpet and I was like, ugh. Like, it was like super bright blue. And I think they changed it a little bit and it's a little bit more washed out. Which, I mean, I'm sure there's some people who don't like that. And that's fair. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the blue carpets. But I think... Oh, I guess I didn't select it. Okay, so this one... Okay, so the stripes, meh. This one matches the wall, so this one I think is probably a little bit better. Oh, but it's not quite as blue. Yeah, see the washed out blue situation? I could also maybe go with like a white on the furniture instead. Maybe that's what I should do. That way it pops against the ground instead of, Oh, this is an interesting one. I'm gonna tuck this against the wall. I'm not gonna have it in the center anymore. I thought about having it and keeping it in the center, but the more I look at this coffin, I don't know. Like, cause if I have it here, I have a gap between here and the wall, and I'm like, man, that's like extra space I don't have now. Because if I move this over, I can probably squeeze like a planter or something in here. But then it clips from like this part of the wall, so it's like I lose no matter what I do. And if I, you know... I think, you know what, I think I prefer this actually. And maybe, or what I could do is I could put this here, right? And just clip the top and no one will notice. Put a bed here, put a little couch here. Yeah, you know what? Maybe the bed could be in the center. This could be a little bit different. You know, keep the bed warm too while we're at it. Put a little desk here. I could put the desk here instead and then just have like a little study corner. But I kind of also like having a desk here. Oh, you know what I could do? There's another thing I didn't consider. I could put like a little makeup table. And put like this, well, I really like the shape of this chair. Let's see, is this too much? This might actually work. I don't know, this would be an interesting layout if I put this here and then just put like some books or something, like a statue or... Because the thing is, the bed eating up the whole room and just building around the bed is something I haven't really done too much of. Like, I did it once on a different build, but it was like a longer and wider room, so... Contrasting floor color would look pale green. Pale green. Nah, I think maybe... Nah, I think like a dark... Because the thing is that if I leave this carpet here, right, and I have like white furniture, I can also play around with the lights too. So like, we could have like an interesting looking kind of lighting here. I would have to put another light over here though in front of this window. So that's actually, you know what, let's move this one. See if I can squeeze it like between the wall and the... Ooh, so it'd be like right in there. It's not a terrible place. Let me sit in the chair, see how I feel about it. Oh, that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. It's not, not too bad, I guess. And you would also have a glow through the window from the outside, which is kind of cool. But I could also go with like a just standard color. I think I am gonna go with like a blue light. I could also, if I wanted to, maybe change some of the flooring to like a checker pattern, make it some of it white so it just kind of has like a different, you know, look to it or something. And then I could change these to be white as well on the side. And then just do opposite colors. Like I've done things like that before. Maybe that's what I should do here. Yeah, see? So like this one is like the opposite. Like the wall, if the wall is, if the floor is blue, the wall is white. And if the wall is white, the floor is blue. Or whatever, sorry. Did I say in reverse? I don't remember. Something like this could, yeah, you know, I think this is just more visually interesting. It also makes the floor look a little busy though, so I gotta be careful. I don't know. This is hard, man. Simple but elegant, would rather, don't know, maybe contrasting floor color. Pale green, let's see. White plus carpet? I mean, do I really want to put a carpet on a rug is the question. Yeah, the white tile floor looks wicked good. Yeah, you know what? It's growing on me. It's growing on me a little bit. I think, the coffin needs to change though. Yeah, there we go. Change the coffin to blue. The rest of the furniture can stay white, but I feel like a white coffin looks kind of odd here, maybe. I don't know, man. I like the blue coffin more. I'm gonna stick with the blue coffin. This chair is going to be blue. This is like in a precarious position because it's between two different, you know, colors. So no matter what I choose for this, I'm like in the wrong, essentially. You know what? I think I have an idea. I'll make this white and then make this blue. That way some of the furniture will have like the white and blue accents, but it's like balanced. The white tile makes it look like a gothic crypt. It's kind of interesting. Maybe. Maybe. I could definitely see that. Another thing I could do is I can make this tile, I could switch my ground colors and put white on this side and blue on this side, like around, so that this corner gets, you know, the blue instead of the other sides, but I think I'm happy with this. We'll leave this alone for now. I don't want to mess with this anymore for right now. I'll come back to it. Let's go back to this room and decide what we're gonna do for this, because this room is gonna have a totally different vibe. We gotta figure out our wallpaper. I really like this like stable wallpaper, but I know it's not like appropriate for a room. It's unfortunate, but true. This red though, I really like this kind of like rich reddish paper, like this wallpaper. So I think we're going to go with something like this. Kind of not sold on the, well, actually, I wonder if, can I do this? What does that look like? That looks awful. Jesus. Alright, we'll go with this. And then the inner parts can have like, because I've done the red with white before and it actually doesn't look too bad. I could do a white with red instead, but it's supposed to have a, like this room's supposed to have a totally different vibe. So I think I'm gonna stick with this. Stick with this. And then for the pillars, I don't like that. I don't like that either. And these are like really blocky too, like the wallpapers on that. Kind of meh. I'm gonna have to experiment a little bit. This is not bad. Like if I use like a rich pillar. I like wood in the bedrooms. Something about it just looks nice to me. I love the way that this wallpaper wraps around this door. It looks so nice. I'm so glad they added that for the doorways. I just don't understand why they didn't do it for the double wide gates. It's like if you're gonna improve it, just finish the improvement, you know? It seems kind of weird to me. Deep red walls, dark wood pillars. Yeah, I agree. Yep, I think that definitely is a good idea. Looks nice. Now the floor. I might do something a little controversial here on the floor. Thinking about it. What if we go with a lighter colored floor to contrast? Maybe I can go with something. Actually, I like these tiles are nice too. Ooh. It's a little cold in here just looking at that though. Oh, that's right, I forgot. We got the new stable flooring. Could also go with like a reddish brick flooring. This is more for outside, but I do like the way it looks. Could also go with something like this, like the ancient symphony flooring. Might not be the worst of ideas, but the problem is that the coffin just bleeds into the ground if I do that. This is like the nocturnal opulence tiles. Not terrible. I like wood in the bedroom. Oh my god, I just realized that sounds terrible out of context. God. If only. If only I had a brain. This tile, maybe. I gotta think about this. Yeah, you know what? I might go with carpet in here too. I'm kind of on the fence because at least with the carpet, I can like choose what I want, you know? could choose like a black carpet, or I can choose something. How does that look? I kind of liked the other carpet, like this one. I like this a little bit more. But it's really dark in here, so I have to like figure out if I'm gonna do that or if I should just like go with like a lighter colored flooring instead. Because if I go with like a white floor, like everything else kind of pops except the wall. And then it makes me think I need to change the wall color, and I don't like that. This is hard, man. I just trying to figure it out. Like I think I was on to something with this wood flooring. I feel like this wood flooring I can do more with, maybe. Damn. Maybe a gray? No. Okay, what about the red? If I go with like a red. And if I go with the black. Yeah, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to go with the middle one, I think, because it's like the darkest floor. And I think this is fine. I just gotta have to use like more colorful stuff on the walls to balance out the darkness on the ground. So like the wall, I'm gonna have to use some like interesting ornaments and things. Maybe let's try putting something else. I'm not like sold on the flooring though. Wood flooring, best flooring. You think the wood one is? Well, there are other ones. Maybe I should test them out. Okay, so there's this other library flooring, right? There's also the woodshop flooring that I think is not bad, but I don't know. I kind of like this one a lot more. Yeah, start your life. Hello, Foxy. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Hell yeah, that white gray tile looks tight. I don't know, man. I could also go with like an actual crypt flooring if I wanted to, which maybe is a better move. I don't know. Like if I go with something like this. But I also like the idea of having like a carpet in here because I feel like it keeps the room feeling warmer. I'm not sure, man. I could also go with like a richer red, a richer wood tile. Yeah, you know what? I like this a little bit more. I think this richer wood tile might be okay. I'll figure this out. I'm not sold on it. You know what? I think I need to walk away from the bedroom and look at the other one and then just see what I did in there and just kind of think about stuff a little bit more. All right, let's go back to this room because I haven't figured out what I'm doing on the other one. Okay, so now we gotta figure out what kind of windows we're using. I could use clear windows, I could use colored windows. I think, not really sure. I could also use these, which are nice for privacy, so I think I might actually do that. Only thing is that if I open these, it's like bright window. I wish you could have like a window inside the window, you know what I mean? I don't know. I know it doesn't work like that, and I know that doesn't make any sense, but it would be nice. Yeah, I think I am gonna go with the closed windows. Just for this side. The other side's not gonna have closed windows, but because this is facing part of the castle that people can walk through, I kind of want that privacy in the bedroom. Let's go with some, wall ornaments. Oh yeah, that's right, we have these now. Oh, okay, we can maybe... Huh. You know, this actually makes the coffin look less crazy. So I think I'm gonna go with it. I could go with a fancier thing, like I could go with something a little bit more elaborate in the room, but I feel like it's not really... And I could also just go with just the elaborate pieces here, which is crazy. Like imagine you open the room and then all you see is this. Like that's crazy. know. How does that even look from the outside? Is that weird? Like, is that a weird thing if I leave this here? Because I kind of like the way that looks. The coffin is wild. Yeah. Thank you for the hydrate, Akron, and the stretch. You know what? Let me be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break, 5-minute break, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I am back. I don't know if I hydrated and stretched before I left, but thank you for that, Akron. I will do it again, because I do need to stretch and hydrate again. So, I'm not sure if I did it or not, but I'm doing it again. If I did, I'm sorry. Doesn't hurt to stretch. Alright, let's get back into it. You know, honestly, I'm really liking this. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, you get... Because the thing is, like, this is blue, so, like, when you put, like, the... Actually, does it matter in the... Hold up. Wow. So I didn't even choose a color. It just is blue. It just works. I don't know, man. I like this. Because it feels like the window is, like, not empty when you open it. Like, I like that. I like that a lot. And then I'll just, like... Maybe I'll do that here and here, and then just... Well, I wonder if it matters as much here. Let's see. No, it would have to be the other one. Yeah, that way it looks like it's not just like... I don't know, something about this combination I really like, and I don't know what it is. So I'm just gonna leave it alone before I mess it up further. Let me close this door too, because I need to see what this looks like on its own. This needs at least a portrait or something, so let's get a painting out here. Ooh, I like this one because there's like water on it. And we are near water, so I'm gonna go with a wooden... Oh, that dark frame is like super dark. I didn't expect that. Maybe like a gold frame isn't terrible here. Yeah, let's go with the gold frame because I think the wooden frame is just too dark, especially because I'm gonna add like darker things underneath it. Like so something I like to do is I like to take the storage containers, like the bureaus and the secretaires, and just like plop them right underneath the paintings. I love the way this looks, and I don't know, I love it. I don't know why. It works. I could also move this sideways, right? Like I can put this here if I wanted to, and then just put like something else here. Like if I wanted to put a plant like directly here, I could. I don't usually do that because I like to put plants like directly in the corner or something, but I also haven't placed any vases yet, so I have space. Let's try figuring out a vase for this place. Well, that's a good start. What about these? That's a decent start for a vase. And then we can put like maybe these white flowers on top. Rotate it a little bit. I don't know. Different colored floors bother me. Really? I don't know. I like it because like I feel like it just kind of pops, but if I had to choose one, I probably would go with a solid blue floor. I'll think more about it. Because now that I'm putting furniture down, like I can kind of see what you mean in some areas. Like this shouldn't be blue, that should be white. Pop this out. Very classy room, very nice ground here. There. Hello Holmes, welcome to the chat, how you doing? Also thank you, Couchy Kochu. I don't know, man, this is one hell of a build. But even if I like make it like a solid, I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence on the flooring. Well, here's the thing, like I like the way this looks, but whenever you do something like this and you have like a solid item as big as a coffin that's like right here, or even like this couch, it complicates things. So I can see why you would say that. But I think I'm also gonna add in maybe a little bit of a bookcase right here would be nice. Tuck that bookcase right here. Can I tuck it in further? I don't think so. Damn. Yeah, so this bookcase is gonna have to be like right there. Oh, I can't tuck it in anymore. I hate this. So this is something that drives me absolutely insane. I hate that you can't like just put it directly on the line. Like, I can't center it of pillar. Why? Why isn't that default? That should be like the default in the game. Like, what are we doing? If you make the entry floor something else, it works as standalone. Oh, you mean like... Oh, you mean like if I made this tile white and the rest blue? You know, I've never done that. Let me see. Huh. Hmm. You know, this is kind of interesting. That's an interesting idea. Wood, maybe? Oh, you mean like the interconnected? Yeah, I've done that with like bathrooms and stuff like that, but... Nah, I think I am gonna keep it what it was. I think I liked it a little bit better like this. So, but that was an interesting idea. Alright, let's do that. I probably want to put something else here, like a clock or something. But I want to be able to know what time it is while I'm reading. So I'm probably gonna put the clock over here. Let's do that. Oh yeah, and I can do something like
join
this.
the queue.
What? I'm not reading that name out loud. What the fuck? Okay then. Thanks for the follow, I guess? Okay, I already know what this is. It's not happening. Thank you, Akron. Yeah, that's weird. And disturbing. So let's not, do that. I'm like... You know, it's funny when the trolls give themselves away with, like, a name. You know, like, they give themselves a name that's, like, extremely suspicious. Also, thank you for the headpat, Foxy. Can't tuck it in anymore, said every track queen ever. Oh, you mean like with the clocks? Yeah. Or you mean like the bookcase? Yeah, you might be a little bit behind actually the stream because I forget that on YouTube I use like a different like stream output or whatever. It's complicated. It's complicated, but let's just say I had to use like abnormal methods to get my stuff to work because it was the stream was like crashing and stuff and doing weird stuff before. But that was like months ago. I fixed that a long time ago. I feel like we need something else here. Put a vampire chest here. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. That way I don't have to look at it being off center. The clock is here, across from the couch, looking good. So you can always check the time, even if you're at the desk, you can see the time from all the parts of the room, except for like right here, which is irrelevant. Maybe we can add like a wine case here, so in case we want to read and drink for some reason. Could also put down a I feel like I need something else. I keep looking at these different pieces of furniture and I'm like, there's so many things I could place, but like none of them quite. Oh, how could I forget about the mushroom terrarium? I love this thing, but it doesn't fit in this room. It just doesn't work because the whole room has a lot of light colors. Damn it. Okay, I have a better idea. How about we put this here? No. We'll put this here. We'll move this to be like here. And then in the corner, oh, hold on, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was doing. I don't remember. It's fine. I'll put this here for now. And we can put like, you know, this almost looks like perfumes, but it's probably more like a soap. I like this candle set, it's super cute. So I think I'm gonna put the little candle set here. I wish there was one that had like books or something. Like that'd be cool, like books or scrolls just to put on top of the table. I'm surprised they didn't add anything like that. Like it's all formal, but you can use tables for like different purposes, you know what I mean? So we'll keep that little table there. This is fine, this is fine. I feel like there's something else we need to add to this room and I just can't seem to put my finger on it. I could put this here just for the sake of visual variety. And then I can put a... I don't need that. Oh, I have an idea. Maybe I can put something like a the Eye of Twilight here. It could be interesting. Because this one has like a blue eye, right? So that might be kind of cool. I like this. You like the shroomies? I think they did it purely out of shock value. Maybe. I don't know. I just kind of read that and I raised an eyebrow and was like, this is a troll, ain't it? I don't know. I've gotten a lot of weird people joining before, especially on the kick side, where they'll like name themselves something like horrendous, kind of like that. But there's been like more racist ones too that'll come in and say all types of shit. But that was something I had to deal with more like in the beginning of my streaming. I don't really see it as much anymore. I think the only thing that was shocking is that I haven't seen a troll like that in a while. I think I prefer this. I think this chair works pretty nicely, actually. I'm still not sold on the flooring, though. I think I'm gonna have to put a bunch of carpets down in there. I think this will be the room with a bunch of carpets, but like the solid cold floor to like balance it out, whereas this one's gonna be like kind of warm in general, but like more like stylistic in some ways. I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but can I put this in here? If I... see if I can move this. There we go. I think a white light here makes more sense, just for visual purposes. Same thing here. Let's put another one down. It's rare that I get to use like the most simple of the lights, but I think it just works here for some reason. Especially like in this corner. And then I can put like a vase down, like another vase down. You know, this one, I kind of like the way this one turned out, so maybe I'll put a second one. Or I could put down something else in the corner. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do now. I wanted to add a vampire lockbox in here instead of the... Okay, I remember now what I was doing. Alright, we're gonna remove this. Move this over one. Put this here. Oh, it's too far. Move this right here. Put this... Oh, now that table's blocking, huh? Okay, let's move this here then. And then we'll put this here. And then we can put a vampire lockbox in here as well. So I feel like all the bedrooms should have one. There we go. There we go. That's much better. Now we just have to do the walls. We'll put curtains on this corner. Well, maybe contrast curtains of some kind. I like the... You know, something I don't understand is that for the opulence set, you can, like, for the smaller curtains on the windows, you can place the jewelry without the curtain, but, like, for the big ones, you can't. Why? Like, what is the purpose of that? Like, is there, like, an actual reason? I doubt it. Did they just forget to separate it? Like, I don't know, man. No, this one needs a painting or something. We'll go with these. This one could also have a painting or something. This is fine. That one's fine. And then, yeah, we'll have paintings. I want more, like, water-themed ones. So we just used that one, so I can't use it again, I don't think. That's a cool-looking one, but I'm not sure that's really what I want thematically. Let's go with this one. Yeah, I think that's a lot better. And then we'll go with this one on the last one. Yeah, there we go. This nice and elegant. Not bad. I think we fit a lot of stuff in a room like this. I mean, it's pretty nice. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is fine. What do you guys think? Maybe, actually, I could put maybe well, I guess I could squeeze like a lamp in here, huh? No, maybe not. Maybe I need to put like a small like light up here, like maybe some floating lights. Let's put like right here or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Looking good? Thank you for the head pat, Elfie Buswood. Thank you so much for that. And thank you also for the head pat. What did you do? Thank you, thank you. And thank you also for the head pat, Bad Shooter, Fast Runner. Here we go. I think we did a good job. I think I'm pretty happy with this room. So I think I'm having second thoughts. Hold on. I feel like there's something. Maybe. Maybe this should be here instead. Actually. Oh, that's right. I can't center it of pillar, can I? Oh no, I can. So why does it look so weird? Oh, it's because that thing is there. I think I'm overthinking it. I think I should just leave this alone while I'm ahead and just like be like, all right, this is good. But I also feel like something could have been here and there's like nothing here. We're gonna move this wine case over here and move and center this. How about that? I feel like, see now this feels a little claustrophobic almost. Damn. That's better. That way this isn't like completely clogging up this side. But then like covering up this painting, it seems kind of like pointless. So I'm gonna turn this. Ah shit, I can't do that either. Fuck. I done goofed real bad. I don't know, man. It's just something about this corner just feels out of sorts and I don't like it. Damn. The thing... Oh, you know what? Well, this actually visually looks further apart. Oh, I have a better idea. I know what's wrong. There we go. Alright, I'm happy with that. I think it looks a little bit better. Can even move this over a little bit so it's not like directly on the corner. Okay, that's a lot better. It's a lot less claustrophobic. Seems more reasonable. Because this vampire lockbox is like wider. Oh, you mean like hanging candles? Well, I guess I don't want to use like a huge chandelier. Maybe something like this. Maybe like this small one. I don't know. I'm not sure if a chandelier actually makes sense in a bedroom though. But it's not bad. I definitely don't think it's terrible. Yeah, I think if I make it blue, it's fine. Because if it's white, it's just too bright. And you know what? We can also put like another... I feel like this corner here is a little bit dark despite the fireplace. So I think I might do something I don't normally do and just put like a single hanging light from the pillar. So maybe we'll go with something like a... Because this is like super elegant looking. But there's also these other ones that are kind of... Because this one looks cool too. And there's the thin one that's like this. Damn, what a difference. Like... Yeah, you know what? I like this one more. We'll go with this one, leave that alone, and then just go with the white on the side here. This chair is fine, that's fine. We can see the books from here, see the selection. We got the eye over here. We have like a backdrop to like make it look more busy a little bit. We got our desk set up, fancy. And I don't think we need any rugs or anything because we already have a carpet and I think it just looks fine. So we'll leave it alone. I think I'm done with that. I feel like I spend a lot of like an ungodly amount of time in the bedrooms every time. Like every time I start decorating the bedrooms, I feel like for me it's like the hardest like thing to decide on because I feel like it's such a personal touch, you know? Like nothing tells you more about a person than like their room, you know what I mean? So like for me it's like, you know, trying to imagine what other people might potentially put in a room like this, it's kind of interesting. Like, what would a vampire want, right? So it's kind of cool, but I definitely think that having maybe some rugs would be a good idea. Oh, sorry, some carpets, I mean, would probably be a good idea. Especially in a room like this, where like the ground is so like, I don't know what the word I want to use for that is, but let me see what we got here. I wish you could like squish it onto the wall here, like perfectly. Like I wish you could tuck the rugs against the wall. Like I hate that you have to like leave a gap. Like yeah, I get it, it's a rug and not a carpet, but still. Xolo bedroom reveal and P rising. Yeah, my room's not that exciting, I promise you. Speaking of reveals, I actually did a desk walkthrough, or sorry, I did like a desk reveal or something, or a desk tour on the YouTube channel for like members only. So if you're interested in seeing what my IRL desk looks like, that's how you can do it. It's still up there. I totally forgot about that until you mentioned that. I was like, oh yeah, that does exist, doesn't it? Yeah, this one carpet I really like, but I just don't love that it's not... Oh, you know what I could do? Yeah, I think I could put the one big carpet here, and that way, like, the carpet's not, like, underneath the chair, because that would be weird, right? Well, I guess it wouldn't be. I don't like having, like, chairs, like, big, like, tiny chairs like this on carpet, because, like, whenever I see this, I kind of imagine myself, like, moving the chair and then making a hole in the rug. You know what I mean? I don't know. Something about it. I remember checking it out. You guys won't believe the thing Xolo has on her desk. I was speechless. Oh my god. It wasn't that interesting. It was just, you know, a desk? I don't know. I did have a lot of weird stuff on my desk, I guess you could say, but not like a ton of weird stuff. But it was an interesting video to make, I'm not gonna lie. We need like a tiny carpet. Like, yeah, let's go! What I like about this is I can place the carpet halfway. I like that. Okay, so I know this is crazy, right? But I love that you can place this carpet like halfway through like the hallway, because like when you like walk outside the door, if you see that, you're like, oh, what's up with this door? Oh, look. And you can go in here, and it just I really like that. It's just something about that halfway circle rug. It, like, I wish that all the other circle rugs in the game were that shape. If we could do that with every circle, like small circle rug in the game, and they shrunk them all to be that size, it would be like perfect. You're just selling my video, my desk is fine? Well, it better be. I cleaned it for the video. Usually it's like a hot mess where there's like papers everywhere and, you know, basically what you would expect. A big mess. Yeah, so I like this. I might do the same thing on here. Maybe that's what I need in this corner, because this corner on the bottom does look a little weird, like a little plain. So I guess what I could do is I could put down a rug here, and I'll be the only rug. Let's go with a white. Oh, that is not centered. Oh my god, it doesn't even look like a white carpet. Look at that. It doesn't even look like a white carpet. Wow. That did like nothing. Holy shit. Close enough. That's cool though. So we'll do this. And from here it doesn't look bad either. It works. It stays. The hard part is going to be this side, this foundation around here. Not sure what to do. Haven't really decided what kind of indoor area foundation I want here. Kind of thinking about something like this maybe. Let's see, imagine you could just adjust the size of things like carpets. That would be awesome. Yeah, it would be nice. Like, imagine if you could just, like, press and hold, like, I don't know, the shift button or something, and then just use your scroll wheel to make it bigger or smaller. Like, that'd be cool. Like, if you could use the mouse wheel to resize. Some games do that, actually. I can't remember exactly which ones. I want to say you can do that in, Planet Coaster 2, I think, but it doesn't, like, I don't think the controls function that way, but that is an option. You can resize objects in that game, Planet Coaster 2. I haven't played that game in a hot minute, and they just came out with, like, another major update, so I'm just, like, so behind in that game. Like, I don't know, something about, like, when I first played it, like, I just didn't quite, like, do so well, and I guess I got kind of discouraged with the building a little bit, because it was a little bit much for me, like, trying to decide, well, I wouldn't say the building. It was more like the management itself. Like, I was confused on how certain buildings actually function, because I felt like the game didn't really explain it well, and then it was so bad I had to like look up a tutorial because I was just like, if I'm like, guys, if I'm looking up a tutorial, there's a problem. There's a problem. Because I'll do everything I can before having to look up a tutorial or something, you know? Maybe like this flooring instead. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I'm being silly. Hold on. I'm gonna reverse that actually, because I don't want the carpets to have something fancy underneath them. Oh god damn it, I keep doing the wrong tiles. This is what happens when my brain starts running out of capacity to think. Oh, that's right, we did have a red carpet going through here, huh? Guess I could've maybe extend that slightly. And then we'll end the carpet like here. Instead of having it go straight through, because then it would overwrite this. So I think I'm gonna take... Oh, I guess I could go down by 2, huh? Yeah, you know what, let's do that. We'll snap it. Perfect. And then we'll figure out what to do with this room later. This will be a headache for another day. I definitely want to mess with this corner at some point. I think I'm gonna put a gargoyle statue here, actually. I know we're like at the end of stream, but I'm gonna like try and do one more thing at least. I definitely want to have a little bit more interesting visual things going on here. Maybe not this gargoyle statue. We'll choose a different gargoyle. I like this one a lot because it looks like he's just reaching out. Look at that. Can we put that a little bit closer? Guess not. So, I don't know, maybe like a green instead would look nicer. I'm on the fence. And I'm also gonna have to do these pillars too. So let's add that wallpaper while I'm at it, since I'm already here. There we go. And then this flooring, I think we're gonna use a different kind of foundation. We'll use the same kind I use on the other side. I don't remember if it was like the dark green or like a gray. I think it's the dark green that we use. Maybe I could be wrong. Let me... Or is it this one? Yeah, it is the dark green, I think. Or it could be the... Oh yeah, no, it's definitely the dark green. There we go. There we go. And then I'll add like some like flowers or something over here later. I'll figure it out. But that'll be a you know, project for another time. This room, I have no idea what I'm gonna do in here. This might be like, I might make this into like a small like smithing room or something, because there's plenty of ventilation in here. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Vampires gotta have hobbies too, huh? Maybe. And then this area here, I'm gonna have to figure out, I might put like a little fountain or something here, haven't decided. We'll figure that out too, but yeah, there's a lot going on in this castle, and I cannot wait to finish it. I feel like it's gonna... I'm surprised I actually didn't start off with this. I thought I was gonna start here on the outside, but we ended up spending a lot of time in the bedrooms this time around. But yeah, this build is gonna take me a while to complete, for sure. It's very, I feel like it's very intricate. Lots of moving pieces that are kind of not moving, but like, I'm trying to do a little bit of storytelling with the fantasy of, oh, look at this grand castle and this, you know, throne room and stuff like that. And I haven't even gotten up to the upstairs, because I'm going to show you guys one last thing that I was thinking I could do. I don't know if I mentioned this before. Not up here, but up here instead. I was thinking about making this like a dining area, like another dining area potentially, and just having this over here. And I'm thinking about maybe having like some chairs here lined up or something. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. I might make like rows of chairs here, like kind of like a council or something, and the person could be up here with like something to read. I'll figure that out. And then I'm thinking about having like a little dining area up here, maybe a couple of dining tables here and here, because if you exit this way, this is where the, oh yeah, I forgot to put the wall back. If you exit through here, this is where the servants' quarters are. So I could put like servant coffins here and underneath, and they could have like their way up here. I could also, one last thing I was thinking too, is if I really wanted to, I can make any of these like into a prep room or something instead of, you know, whatever. Have you ever tried to make a tavern restaurant? I have not, actually. That's a good idea. I have made a hotel, but I did not make a tavern or restaurant. So that maybe that's something to consider for a future castle. You know, you kind of got my mind thinking. But you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek real quick of something else I'm working on, without like, you know, dragging on too much, I guess, because I tend to be like, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I talk and talk and talk, but... So this is a different castle I'm working on, and now that you mentioned like the restaurant thing, I'm like, maybe this is not a bad idea for like a tavern or something. Like the location of this. So there's basically like this plot location in the new area where I really like. It's like a cliffside ocean view kind of location. So I'm like dying to build on this location. So I actually started plotting out the flooring. So this is what I have. So whenever I start a build, I clear out the whole plot first, right? And then I like kind of shape what I want based on whatever I'm doing. So like here, you know, this is one of the entrances. There's another entrance over here, right? So you can come through, you know, and do whatever. But yeah, this would be like over here, it would be like a front like garden area. And now that you mentioned like a restaurant, I'm like, you know, maybe that's not a bad idea for this particular castle, because the view is nice. It has like, you know, a nice front garden, like a lot of really fancy restaurants will have a really beautiful front garden or something. So that's not a bad idea. And then here could be like a sitting eating area by the water side. Like that's kind of neat. I like that. You know, you kind of got my mind going. So maybe that's something to consider. And then this building could be like, you know, maybe the kitchen or something. And this area could be like, I don't know, the staff room. Like that's a good idea. I like that idea, actually. You're kind of making me think about it, and I feel like that might actually work well for this particular castle. But yeah, servants being waiters. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think this particular layout is interesting. But yeah, I tend to use like a dark tile for like the solid structures, or like for most like building path structures. And then, you know, for like garden, I just use like the grass beds or the grass flooring. And if it's outdoor but not grass, I just use like this tile to kind of differentiate what I want where. And that's kind of how I like map it out like on the first floor before I even start building, essentially. So I've been trying to do that more so I can do a little bit like better like planning. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about that. It's just a quick little sneak peek and all that. But now that you mentioned the restaurant idea, I'm like, you know, that's not a bad idea for this castle, actually. That might actually be pretty cool. But yeah, I think we're at the end of the stream now. A little overtime, but that's okay. Wrapping things up. I will say, based on what I've gotten done this week and what I haven't gotten done this week, I'm just not going to post another video on, like another V-Rising video until maybe next week. I decided to take this week off on that too, because it's been kind of a hectic week. I'm kind of going through some stuff, so I'm trying to, you know, balance things out. So I'm just not going to do it this week, but come next week, I'll be back on track and, you know, releasing content on, you know, V-Rising again. Earlier today, there was a Nightingale AMA. I was not able to attend that. I'm waiting for the transcript to be produced, I think like the community's coming together. Like they handed someone the recording of the AMA, so they were there's someone who basically volunteered to transcribe it. So when they transcribe it, I'll be going over that. That might actually be a separate video depending on what exactly they go over and how much stuff there is. Because I was like highly anticipating that. So we'll see. If there's anything noteworthy, I'll probably mention it. Oh my god, I go to YouTube to escape the ads and get ads. Wait, you got an ad on the stream? I disable the ads and then just manually use them when I like BRB or something. Like for like the YouTube stream, because I hate it. I hate it. It's so like terrible. Ugh. Anyway. If you happen to have Amazon Prime, you haven't used your Prime sub for the month yet, please feel free to use it on the stream. It helps a lot. I also have a bunch of content for YouTube members only. Plus, if you're a member, you get new videos before everyone else. So if you like, you know, having the head start on the new content that I put out, feel free to sign up and become a member. It also helps a lot. If you are on Kick, we now have channel badges for people who are subscribed and things like that. So if you really like to have like the channel badges and things like that, and you want access to some like, you know, special emotes and things, feel free to become a subscriber over on the Kick side or the Twitch side, I guess. And of course, you know, YouTube, you know what YouTube is. If you're on YouTube, make sure to like the stream if you haven't already. This is my last stream of the week, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week. I'm not really sure what I have planned. I have a lot of chaos happening right now, so I'll keep you guys updated if anything like changes from the normal schedule, but everything should be on time like regular schedule. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always... Oh, wait. Before I do that, let me make sure I didn't miss any stream streaks, because I did that last week and I was screaming. Okay, we didn't miss any stream streaks, thank God. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, Xolo out.